the smoothest transition into a live stream that I've ever done. We can't be perfect. Welcome in, you filthy animals. Spartan, kick the like button for me one time. It's Saturday, baby. 8 p.m. 8:01 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you know what that means. That means from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea, we're live, baby. Welcome in, one and all. I am stoked to be here. And a big special shout out to my brother who may or may not already be in the chat. We were talking the other day on the phone, and I was gearing up to do one of the reviews that I have lined up because I am very, very woefully behind. I've been behind for like 6 months. I don't know. But we were talking about like different content, what it does on the internet, blah, blah, blah. And he had some ideas, and I was like, you know what? Let's do it. Let's just do it. It's nice sometimes just to hand the reins over to somebody else and be like, you know what? You pick the idea. You pick. My brain is tired. I've been running the channel for years. Sometimes it's nice just to hand the reins over to someone else and say, you know what? If it works, great. If it doesn't work, whatever. He wanted me to do a how-to video on how to tune your Umnums on. And that's because I'm responsible for him purchasing one of these guys. I did help him find it. These are not easy to get. They're not. But it doesn't matter if you are someone who has been collecting knives for a long time or not. The first Chris Reeve knife that you get is always a little bit shocking if you get it brand new, because especially if you've handled someone else's that's not brand new, because you know they hand it over and like this is the Chris Reeve knife, like you must show it the proper respect and like feel the action, thumb out the blade, hydraulic, say hydraulic 5 times fast, and you're like, ooh, premium. And then you get one and it's like the action is just not that. And you want to know what's wrong. And so you look on YouTube. Turns out there's not a lot of recent videos on tuning your Chris Reeve knife, period. There's just not a lot of recent. Like there's 50 million Spyderco videos uploaded every single freaking day. And these still sell out every time they drop. They sell out. Left-hand models, right-hand models, Tonto, drop point, they all sell out. They don't ever stay in stock. Some will stay in stock for a little bit longer than others, especially left-handed versions. Man, those lefties. Always complaining about the lack of left-handed knives. But you know what? You know what there's not a lack of? The perfect knife, except in a left-handed variant. I know y'all don't have a whole lot to like raise your flag for and say you're like, we have this advantage, but this is one of those things that you do. Knives meant for you stay in stock longer because there's less left-handed people. I digress. Anyways, all of that is to say in my monologue, the latest episode has been released, the Masterclass on tuning your Umnums on. If your Zon can't do that, it's not as smooth as it could be. I know, some people are clutching their pearls. How dare you? That is a Chris Reeve knife. You must thumb it out with respect. Nobody got time for that. It's 2026. Spartan, kick the like button. Let's go. And on that bombshell, we're going to start saying hi to the good people in the chat because, like always, we're behind. What's up, Marco? Welcome into Ground Fog, Henry G. Steve, what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. My boy B. Shady's in the chat. We got Jim Miller. What's up, Jim? Good to see you, my friend. Hold on. TC Blades. Sorry. Weird pressure thing going on in my ears. TC Blades. Good to see you, brother. Guys, go check out TC Blades' channel. Please. Please, if you haven't already. He's got a channel of his own. Go show some support there, my friends. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure that I'm scrolling quickly. I'm scrolling quickly, but not missing stuff. I tend to miss a lot. Did I say hi to Steve? What's up, Steve? Let's go. Vavelsky in the house. Good to see you, brother. Welcome into Paul Mills. We've got Paperclip, Joe Kasprick. Hold on. Seeing new faces popping up. We got Stonewall in the house. Neil McKenzie. Ed B. It is hereby declared that Roll will be henceforth addressed as Master. He did, after all, have a Master class today. You know what? I've been called worse. Man. You call me whatever you want. Just don't call me Shirley. Welcome into Serious Mike. Good to see you, dude. He says, we made it to the weekend. Yes, we did. I worked today. So, I mean, it was a half day, but it was still work. So I get a 1.5 day weekend. All survive. Shout out to my man, Paul, who's been a channel member for 21 months. 21 months, Paul. Thank you for riding with the channel for so long. I don't know why it says recruit. It should say 21 months. Yes, sir. I just had to check to make sure my mic was actually hot, because it sucks when I go through like 10 minutes of the live stream and find out I actually haven't, had my mic on the whole time. That happens. I get so excited. Like a puppy when it's time for dinner. Oh, by the way, I popped a poll in the chat. We love polls here. The poll is, which Chris Reeve knife should people buy first? Everyone has their own opinion. All their opinions are never wrong. They're just opinions. First, not only first. I really dislike the questions like, if you could only have one. Like, let's be honest. None of us operate off of the if you could only have one model, okay? If we did, you wouldn't have angry spouses saying, why did you buy that? Did Rollshambo tell you to buy that? Tell him I'm mad. I'm not sorry. This is Sparta. Which Chris Reeve knife should you buy first? The Sebenza, the Zahn, the Nkosi, or... I'm not retarded, but I like rocks. I'm here for the rocks, baby. You already know which one. I picked. Rocks. I picked the rocks. Let me know. I'm curious. Those of you in the Discord already know what my choice was, because I posted my buy order list there. There will come a point in time when I own every single folding Chris Reeve knife model. Currently just have 2, but I'm telling you, I'm going to own them all. I dropped by the Chris Reeve shop here the other day, and like 2 days ago. Super cool place, by the way. They don't sell any knives out of their showroom. They don't. But you can go in and you can see everything. And I had I had heart palpitations for a second, because I saw 2 Umnumzons sitting underneath, like in the showcase. And my dumbass almost asked them if they were for sale. I'm glad I didn't, because the lady came over. She's like, would you like to check anything out? I said, no, because then I'll want to buy something. I was waiting. They were getting me an extra set of washers, lanyard post delete. Yeah, my Zahn no longer rattles. Look at that. Lanyard post delete backspacer. Look at that. I don't know why they call that a backspacer. Barrel spacer. It's for the best that they don't sell anything out of their showroom. It's for the best. Use rocks. Yes, sir. we will use the rocks. My brain is like oatmeal. As long as there's no raisins, that's okay. What's up, David? Good to see you, man. Welcome into Staten Island. Edge, good to see you, dude. Welcome in. Hold on. Hold. I reported the poll. It's discriminatory. Towards who? Or rather, to whom is it discriminatory? What's up, Top Dog? Welcome in. Another channel mod.
This is Sparta!
Good to see you, Top Dog. We've got revolving blades in the house. We're getting through. I'm almost caught up, I think. Welcome into Tom Cook. Good to see you, man. Ed says, how can you walk into Chris Reeve Knife and only buy washers? I didn't only buy washers. I bought a clip. Hold on. Focus. There. I bought the clip. I know everyone's going to say Nice Guy Machine Company, which is weird to me because their clip just doesn't. Sorry. Their clip doesn't look great to me. Like the nice Guy Machine Co. clips, it doesn't do anything for me. But the new metal injection molded titanium clip from Chris Reeve does look good. It's lightweight. It's titanium. Fantastic. I already had. Here's the funny thing. I think the lady behind the counter, when I went to get when I asked for the clip, she saw, where did I put it? I'll find it later. I had my Lynch Northwest deep carry milled pocket clip. The older version, the one that they did before the modular one. And she saw that and she's like, oh, is that Lynch Northwest? It's like, yeah. She's like, well, if you're just trying to keep it within warranty so that we'll blast everything, that's the only company that will actually blast their aftermarket clips for our knives. I was like, that is one hell of a sales pitch. Fun fact, if you have a Lynch Northwest clip for your Chris Reeve knife, they will blast it if you ask them to. I'm just a sucker that likes to spend money. That's it. And I said, no, I just want, I have one of these for my small Sabenza 21, and I would like one for my on because I really like it. It's a good clip. It's got good retention. It's lightweight. It looks good. And it's made by Chris Reeve. Like, the company, not the man. Calm down. So yeah, I got a clip. I got a new spare set of washers. I bought these for the video because I wanted to demonstrate action on a new set of washers that hadn't been polished yet. And you know what? On the new set of washers, the action wasn't bad. It wasn't as smooth as it is now. It wasn't bad. Of course, after the video, I swapped back to my already polished washers because I prefer that. But it's cool that they will sell these because if you go to their site, they don't. And it's nice not to have to go look for an aftermarket option that may or may not be to the same tolerances, so on and so forth. It's just cool to have extras. I'm throwing that in the parts box, or I'll just put it in the regular box. My point is, I got washers. I got a lanyard delete backspacer because I don't rock a lanyard, and I like the rattle didn't really bother me that much for the lanyard post. But after installing I'll call it a backspacer because that's what they call it. After installing that, I was like, yeah, no, this is definitely the way to go. I think it's like $15. Just if you have one without the lanyard, just buy one. And then, so clip, washers, lanyard, delete, backspacer. That's what I got. And then they told me they don't sell knives out of their showroom. So I can't just not only buy what I bought. They won't sell me anything out of their showroom, dude. It's not my fault. All of that is to say it's not my fault, Ed. It's not my fault. Thank you, Jim. Jim knows. Jim's an OG. He knows. What's up? Paperclip says, I love that clip. Me too. I like my Chris Reeve, I like my Lynch Northwest deep carry clip as well. The main difference is going to be in the carry profile. Like, that is a lot more slender. It's a different carry feel. Like, the pocket clip disappears in the hand. It's not bad ergos on the Lynch Northwest deep carry clip, even though the clip does sit higher. But it's not as good as it is on this. Now, if I was, for example, going to be putting on, some Carhartts, or if I needed more clearance in that clip to put it in my pants, I would definitely use the Lynch Northwest clip because it has more clearance. It's 100% the work clip, in my opinion. They don't sell it anymore, so I don't need to die on that hill because no one can buy it anyways, but I'm not throwing it away either. I'm gonna keep it. Who knows? I might change my mind. Next week, I might change the clip back. I might send it in and have Chris Reeve blast it after all. Maybe they're bored and they just wanted to blast something. They offered, they're like, we'll take it back. We'll blast it right now. I'm like, that's okay. I like my wear patina because I put it there. That's why I like it. It says that clip bends really nice. It's got good retention and it's also got good spring. They did a great job on it. Like, I'm not surprised. They should, honestly, that should be the stock clip on their knife. Just gonna say that should be the stock clip. Spyderco, what's up, dude? It says, good evening all. I enjoyed the video. Just got the large Nkosi brand new. Looking forward to opening it up. Also got the small Sebenza 31 that I still need to open up. Congrats, man. That is one hell of a haul. And thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed the video. I hope that it was helpful. I've never done a masterclass before, but I thought it came out good. And I hope that it's helpful to people. Joe, what's good, man? He says, how well do the MIM tie parts hold up, especially being stressed and bent? I haven't had any issue. Yes, you can bend them. You can bend them. I will say that. Like, you can bend them. But just for like regular in and out of the pocket, I've had one on my small 21 now since August. That's when I had the work done to add the Magna Cut blade and add the clip and do a bead blast or a glass blast instead of the sandblast. I haven't had any issues with the clip. So if you try, could you bend it way back, way too far? Yes. But why? Like, it's not going to snag on anything, or at least I haven't had it snag on anything. I've only had this clip on this knife for a few days, but I've had it on my small Sebenza 21 since August. No issues. No issues with it bending just by putting it in my pants pocket. But granted, I also don't wear jeans that have really thick material, right? Like, their standard material thickness. If you wear like reinforced work pants, or you're putting it in like a Carhartt pocket, and you know that that's thick, I wouldn't suggest it. It's just not the clip for that. It's the everyday jeans clip. So I don't know if that would severely bend it or not. Maybe not. Again, not my use case scenario. But there are other clips where that's not as much of an issue at all. On the Edge, good to see you, man. He says, holy crap, weird shit going on MC's channel. Somebody named Not an Arab donated over 200 memberships and $100. Damn. Wow. Congrats to MC and to all the new members of his channel. That's crazy, man. Says, I think they look better without the lanyard. I agree. I also think they handle better without the lanyard. Like, I know the whole point is that you take out the lanyard post and you get to keep your lanyard attached in case you ever decide to sell it. This knife is worth the cost because it's not a knife you should ever have to sell. I'm not going to jinx it by saying that I'll never sell it because I never know what's going around the bend. Oh, that action is good. I never intend to. This is one of those knives that could very well easily be a one and done type knife, where if I hung it up one day and said, you know what, I'm done, I quit, and I sold everything, I would probably keep a select few knives. This would be one of the knives that I keep. It would. So like for me, I just cut off the lanyard and dealt with the rattle, and then somebody mentioned, oh yeah, you can get a lanyard delete backspace or no more rattle. You were not trying hard enough. I'm not trying to break it. I just bought it. There's no point. There's no point. Like, will it bend? Sure. You can bend a lot of clips. It's like you have to show. Oh, you mean to buy a knife from their showroom? You have to show up to their showroom at least once a week. I don't have the time, man. I don't have the time. Steve says, I never liked lanyards until I got one for a SOG Pro Hand. I like lanyard fobs, and you have to be really. I like paracord fobs. Lanyards are technically something different. It's not a correct term to use the term lanyards because it, like, if Lone Star Talboy is in the chat, he will tell you that he campaigns on this. The difference is that when they're braided like that, that's a fob. A lanyard is different. It technically different. Had to get that out of the way. I do like fobs and paracord lanyards on some knives. Let me be specific. If it's a knife that I can't get a full 4-finger grip on, it makes sense because it extends the purchase area of your hand, and so you get a more secure grip when you have a lanyard out. Or if it's a knife that you put in a sheath, like a fixed blade, and you want to be able to snag it real quick, that makes sense. But just for decoration on a full-size knife like an Umnumzan or a large Sebenza, not for me. It's not for me. It's nice because in the world of pew pew, mim parts are looked down on. Yeah, I mean different applications for sure. Different applications for sure. Damnedest thing I've ever seen. Welcome in, man. Good to see you. So I'm not a lanyard guy, but there's something about them on the Chris Reeve knives. I mean, not for me. Not for me. I know it's classic. People say save them. Don't cut it off. Just take it off and get up. I'm not gonna. I never need it. Luckily they don't void warranties for cutting off lanyards. They just for flicking it out with your thumb. I'm very lucky. That's how I know that they don't watch my channel. Otherwise, next time I saw them, it would be warranty voided. Good man. Good man. It's the first thing I did. I actually did that on a live stream. Day that I got my Umnums on. I cut it off on the live stream. All right. Jim says, the only thing I dislike lanyards on a big knife is bushes tend to yank the knife out. Yeah. I mean, again, for me, it's all application based, they make sense on things like the small EDC pry bars. Like if you've got a sheath for it, you want to be able to whip it out real quick. That makes sense. Small fixed blades, so you can hang it somewhere or so that you can get a quick pull out of the sheath, makes sense. Small folding knives where you need extra purchase on the handles, makes sense. Just for decoration on knives, makes sense for some people, but on a full-size knife, not for me. Not for me. Can I say hi to Louie? What's up, Louie? Welcome in, man. You can do it. I can try. Says the lanyard goes around your wrist. Very astute of you. Indeed. You can also use it to hang tools, like in the shop. What's up, Craig? Good to see you, man. He says, I didn't like lanyards or fobs, but now I still don't. I hear that. Hey, there he is, Bradford Mitchell with the $5 super.
Keep that change, you filthy animal.
Says your lanyards are just as imaginary as the state you believe you live in. Next, you'll be playing football on a blue field. Shame, Rolls. I actually went to college at University of Idaho, and which is the Vandals, way up north, Moscow. And even though their football team hasn't been good for many, many moons, the Boise State Broncos still hate our guts. I was talking to my neighbor the other day that I hadn't had a conversation with yet, even though I've been here for a year. And he's like, I heard you and your wife went to school here. I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, Boise State, right? Broncos? Go Broncos? Like, no. University of Idaho. Vandals. I can't be your friend anymore. So a few things you should know. I used to go to football games in college wearing a shirt that said, Boise is not a state. It's not a state. You can't trust anyone that believes that grass should be blue either. Thanks for the $5 Superman. Appreciate it. Jim says, my smock had a fob with a custom bead that matches the backspacer. It stays. Okay. King of your castle. Your choice. That's your choice, man. I respect it. What's up, Mike? It says, small fixies with a short braid and bead are really the only time I like them. I could see myself liking them on mini folders or slippies too. I'll stick to small fixies for the time being. Yeah, no, I agree with you. One in the same mind, my friend. One in the same. Hold on. The Vandals, great band roll. It's a college. It's college. For those who watch college sports, you know. I don't remember a lot from those football games. I may not have been completely sober. But somebody's got to wear the ridiculous shirts and scream loudly in the stands for no reason. Brasher Bear, what's up, man? Says, oh, how was Moscow, comrade? Funny story about Moscow. Moscow, Idaho. Two things. First, it gets colder in Moscow, Idaho than it gets in Moscow, Russia. And two, if you're ever in Moscow, Idaho, do not call it Moscow. That is the easiest way to piss off the locals, and they will immediately stone you. They will run you out of town. Don't call it Moscow. It's Moscow. Moscow. And it's in the Palouse, which is a beautiful area about 1 month out of the year. You guys remember the old Windows XP loading screen with like the grassy rolling hills? That was taken about a mile outside, maybe a couple miles outside of Moscow, Idaho. And it only looks like that for like a month out of the year. But for a month out of the year, it looks gorgeous. It's a really cool area. I don't know if I'm allowed to go back. Maybe I am. Skull says, my pocket check pick has a lanyard today. Good man. Stand your ground. Opinions are opinions. Even if it's not a popular opinion. I am the captain of unpopular opinions. I just don't like lanyards. So. Or fobs. Jim is trying to be an Auburn fan anywhere but in Auburn. This is try being an Auburn fan anywhere but in Auburn. I'm not deep into the college sports. I'm not. I only watch one sport these days. That's NBA basketball, which for some reason is no longer cool to watch NBA basketball, but it is what it is. Steve says a fob on a serrated hawk ladybug salt is a must. That's a smaller one though, right? Henry wants to know where's Goats? You mean Coates? I haven't seen Ian yet. I mean, he was in the Discord earlier. He might drop in. We'll see. What's up, Nathan? Good to see you, man. Welcome in. David says, roll, listen to the Vandals Anarchy Burger. Is that the name of the song? Is Anarchy Burger? Or is the whole name of the band the Vandals Anarchy Burger? I need details. Is it? I can't listen to it on the stream. That's a good way to get the stream ban hammered. But I'll check it out later. You have my word. Nike made a sneaker called the Vandals. It's true. All right. Brad says, worst college rival t-shirt, University of Missouri printed a shirt of Lawrence, Kansas, where University of Kansas is located, being burned. Wait, I've got the full message over here. Worst college rival t-shirt, University of Missouri printed a shirt of Lawrence, Kansas, where University of Kansas is located, being burned down during the Civil War with the word scoreboard. That's savage, but I'm here for it. The college rivalry shirts are the best. Staten Island says, lanyards are kind of gay. They're permissible when your pinky is not sure of itself. Kidding aside, there are certain knives I really like, but the handles are short. The lanyard extends the handle. Yeah, it makes sense when it makes sense. For sure. It makes sense when it makes sense. I just realized I haven't told you guys what I carried today, and that's going to be relevant because soon-ish, I think, we're going to be doing a pocket check. And we're going to start from the very, very, very most recent and go up to the very first. So we're starting at the end and we're working our way back. If you haven't posted your pocket check in the Discord, go ahead and do that. Time is running out. Time is running out. What did I carry today? Carried a couple knives, actually. I just dropped a body screw off my desk onto the floor. I will never find it again. Carried a couple knives today. Started the day out carrying the Umnums on in honor of my most recent video, the Masterclass on tuning the perfect action for your Umnums on. And then I switched to this guy right here. Hold on. I switched to this guy right here. Yeah, check it out. This is the Frankenforge. It's the Frankenforge electrode. And you'll notice mine is a little different. I can't leave stuff well enough alone ever. I added a thumb stud. I'll talk about why when I get to my review of this. You guys are like, we don't believe you. You take forever. Review will be next year. It's small batch, CNC custom, mid-tech, whatever you want to call it. Raw handles, beautiful blade, contoured, great action. Guy that makes these, his name's Christian. He's like 21 years old. You know what I was doing at 21? Not making awesome things. I was being irresponsible with my time and my money. I thought that's what you did at 21 years old. Anyways, been having a lot of fun with this one, especially after adding that thumb stud from Tie Connector. If you have a Frankenforge, or in case you were wanting one, but you're like, I don't know. Like, I'm not a big flipper guy. Super easy to add a thumb stud, American made thumb stud from Tie Connector. And this one is perfect. I bought like three different thumb studs. I tried them all out, and I've been posting in the Discord, but I think this small one is the way to go. Yeah, so switch from the Umnums onto that, and then it's been in my pocket all day. This is the Plunkett Harpoon number 6, custom maker out of South Africa. Wow, South Africa knife makers. How do you buy one of his knives? Follow him on Instagram. I'm not kidding. Follow him on Instagram. He doesn't have a website. He'll drop a reel and he'll be like, yeah, it's available. Number 6, number 7, whatever. I couldn't resist an opportunity to get a single digit serial number. This is the Harpoon number 6. He also does different blade shapes, like I've seen Harpoon Warncliffs, or maybe that was a sheep's foot, or however you want to describe it. He's done ones that are bigger than this. He's done ones that are smaller than this. The action is perfect. Like, this is a very, 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 very impressive knife. You guys are wondering, what did you pay for it? It was $580. Contoured, 3D milled, titanium, MagnaCut, hand satin finish. It's really freaking good. It's really, really impressive. Oh, yeah, forgot to mention. I also got this today. Not this sheath. This is actually a Remet sheath with a Spyderco clip, because I wanted to try my hand at making a clip slip out of existing materials. Don't tell Remet or Spyderco. For these guys, I always thought these were the dumbest thing ever for regular people like myself to carry, because I don't work in a service industry. I'm not an HVAC technician. I'm not a plumber. But I was working on adding this thumb stud, and these aren't big enough to like have a spot for a Torx to be able to screw it in, right? So I was using pliers. I was using like the regular pliers that come in your, like the variety pack of tools, you know, like that say DeWalt or Stanley or whatever. And I was getting frustrated because those pliers were big, and I was like, I just need a small thing of pliers. So out of spite, I went on Amazon. Turns out you can buy these. This is like the 4-inch model, which is super small, and I'm impressed. Have you guys seen the Snap-on ad where like they pick up a quarter by like the edge of the rim? This could do that. These are really freaking good pliers. And before I knew it, I just had them in my pocket. I was like, nope, taking these with me. Turned into a bottle opener, turned into a lot of stuff. I'm impressed. I see why people like these. And these are so small. Look at that. They're cute. They're cute. But they're handy. You could put some big old jaws on this guy. Like, I think I probably get my probably get these around the you know, the nut you have to unscrew to do oil changes on your car. That. Anyways, didn't want to buy a clip slip, so I just made one. Is it kind of ratchety? Yes. But I like making stuff, even if it is kind of ratchety. Thought that was cool. Also, I like the fact that the Swordfish Remet slip has this cutout right here, because then it disappears. The handles are in there. It disappears. It's a match made in heaven. It works. It works. It could be made better if it was made by someone that wasn't me. Hey, there he is. What's up, man? Says the poll question is easy. Zon, don't be lame. I agree. You know, speaking of which, let's go ahead and check in on this poll. At the beginning of the live stream, I asked the question, which Chris Reeve knife should people buy first? Not either or. You never end up with only one. If you have one, you will get another one. It is inevitable. So don't play the game of this will be my last knife. You will buy at least one more knife, and it will probably be a Chris Reeve knife. So I asked that question. The answers are Sebenza, Zon, and Kosi, or
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
Or I'm just here for the rocks, baby. 56 votes, 44 minutes in. Sebenza is at 36%, leading the way. Zon is at 23%. That blows my mind because, like, Zons are readily available. They're not selling out. But if a Zon drops, it's gone, baby, gone. Maybe that's why they say you should buy one first. I don't know. Zon's at 23%, Nkosi's at 14%, and I Like Rocks is at 27%. You know, I got a Sebenza first, but I didn't buy it. I got it on a trade. Shout out to Darkwater Actual, who I don't think actually watches the channel anymore. Still loving the small 21, man. Still loving the small 21. Skull says, see if you can pluck an arm hair with that. You can. 100%. I mean, I can't test it because I always lack arm hair because I'm always, like, when I sharpen a knife, I test to see if it's shaving sharp. And so now there's bald spots on my arm. It's great. It's great. It also draws weird questions. All right, guys. Two things. First, we're going to go ahead and end the poll. The winner is Sebenza. Winner is Sebenza. All right. Next, we're going to go over to the pocket check. We're going to do some pocket checks. So now is your chance. If you want your carry today to be featured in the live stream pocket check, you've got like 5 seconds. Dump your photo in there. We're about to head over in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go time, baby. Let's go. All right. All right. I'm scrolling down to the very, very bottom. So if you're past on the edges pocket check, anything past this, I see Louis is typing. Should we wait? Should we wait? Don't be shy. We'll let you squeeze in. Louis is the last one. Any pocket checks after this will be up to channel discretion. He's carrying the Subenza 31. Nice. You got a unique graphic one with the Damascus blade too. Is that ladder Damascus? What Damascus pattern is that? I'm not the biggest fan of Damascus in general for myself. I don't buy dress knives personally, just because to me, like, I want performance over aesthetics when it comes to blade steel. And that's no hate to anyone that loves Damascus, because Damascus is gorgeous. That is freaking gorgeous. So essentially, I don't know what Damascus pattern that is, but especially with the unique graphic, that would make it a full dress Sebenza. Very nice, man. Very nice. And you kept the lanyard on there. We'll squeeze him in. We'll squeeze him in. He's carrying this on today. Always a good pocket check, man. Always. Mark P, he's got the Something Obscene Company Lek. Yeah, you thought you were going to trip me up, huh, Mark? Except that's been a knife I've actually wanted to own for a while. It's a weird looking blade. I recognize that, but I also really freaking like it. I almost bought this knife several times. Probably should have just pulled the trigger. That's a cool knife, man. Like it. All right. On the edge, he's got a Manix 2 lightweight with original goat scales. I believe that's a lightweight. I think. Right? I think so. That's the gun stock scales for the Manix 2 lightweight. Looks good, man. Nathan M's got a Hinderer XM24 skinny Warney and the Crisis. Ooh. Wait a second, Nathan. Are you the Nathan from Nathan's Knives? I probably should have put 2 and 2 together with. I probably could have just looked at the profile picture. The Crisis. The Crisis is a knife that I will check out at some point. It's on my list. The moment I saw it, it became on my list. I'm becoming a huge fan of small batch knives. I mean, if you couldn't tell by my latest purchases, love small batch knives. I need to check one out. Only heard good things about this knife. XM24 skinny Warney is always hot. Let's go. Victor Blades. He's got a Bastide Nightshade. That's an older Nightshade too. Dang. I'm not sure about that slip joint. And I can't see anything else. It's a bit of a flex though with the old Nightshade. I don't see those too often anymore. That's cool, man. Roman Craig, he's got a Paramilitary 2. I'm not sure who does those scales, but they're cool. I like that's a really cool, you could see that as either a frag pattern or I don't know what kind of pattern you call that actually, now that I think about it. It's pretty sweet though, man. The Lynch Northwest pocket clip as well. Is that G10 or is that micarta? I need to know who does those scales. Ed says, is Roll saying damn it is shitty steel? Look, I am the captain of unpopular opinions. One of my unpopular opinions is that Damasteel is not a good blade steel. I've said it many times before, but in case there's new people in the chat, there's a very good reason for this. It's touted as a performance Damascus, which is dumb to me because most people that buy knives with Damascus blades aren't looking to use them. So the performance doesn't matter. Every time I say this, people are always like, oh, I'm going to post a cut test. And you know what? They never do. Never. And I don't care what kind of Damasteel or Damacore or whatever kind of Damascus it is. They're never more high performance than other knife steels that can be had on the same knife for half the price. They are purely an aesthetic purchase. Purely. That is all. Quit giving me a hard time, Ed. Ed's trying to get me in trouble with the general public. Let's go. Louis, do you have another pocket tech, Louis? Damn. Is that the Chavez Dissident? Yeah, look at that. Those have been going hot on the market recently. The Chavez Dissident, and that one is 2025 CKG. Nice, dude. I like it. I heard that these are American made. That these are made in the US. I'm trying to remember who makes these. Is it ProTech? Does ProTech make the Dissident? I know it's not like there's very few Chinese companies that go through the hassle of shipping a box of parts over and then depending upon someone here to assemble them correctly. So I had heard that these were American made. I think it's ProTech. I think 70% sure. Let's go. John Bon Joner. He's got the F5.5. Solid, dude. Love it. Aaron D2, he's got a mini Cortex. Look at that. Mini Cortex. Yeah, man. I like it. Look at that milling pattern. This, what would you call that in knurling or like a stippling? What does Craig Brown call it? I don't know, but it looks cool. Love my Cortex. The Cortex Mini might be a little small for me because the Cortex XL isn't what I consider to be a large knife anyways. We've got Stonewall with the Tycon 1. Look at that. Nice, man. Tycon 1, a nice collaboration between Jeff Blavelt and Rob Saniscalchi of RS Knife Works. And then, of course, they had Vosteed do the OEM work, and it came out great. I reviewed one, loved it. It's a little small, but it packs a punch for its size. It definitely bats outside of its weight class. There we go. Nice. Guys, give it up for Nathan. Make sure to follow him on Instagram. Is it Nathan's Knives? Am I remembering that correctly? I have bad working memory. I think it's Nathan's Knives. If a channel mod that's in Instagram could be so kind, link to Nathan's Instagram in the chat. Follow him on Instagram, Maker of the Crisis. Recently started doing this, already killing it. Everyone I know who has tried a Crisis says only great things about it. And they've influenced me to also want to try one. I need that in my life. Let's go. Randy Butternubs. Para 3 lightweight and M4 steel. Nice, man. Also, respect to you for not switching out the scales. Some people do like the FRN scales. They're not for me. I will always change out Spyderco scales if I can, just because I love that I can always get them in titanium. I'm such a sucker for titanium. Rebel Rouser, he's got a Caveman pry bar, an Atom, and a Blackbird Grackle fixed blade. Look at that. One of the best production titanium handles out there is the TRM lizard skin contoured handle scales. That's cool. I think that one is that's the ice. They call that like the ice blue ano or Cerakote. I think that's a Cerakote actually, now that I think about it. Right? It's a something ice ano color Cerakote thing. Now that I've embarrassed myself, I'll move on. We've got that's a Pyrotech. That's not a Kraken, is it? Wait. Is it? Is it? Is it? Or is that? No, that's not a Kraken. That's their new model. What do they call that? I haven't followed them. I'll just say that. I haven't really followed them. So I always forget. But this is a really interesting pair that you've got going on here. Because the first time I saw this new Pyrotech knife right here, the first thought in my mind was, that kind of reminds me of similar lines to a Sebenza, which is kind of... I know. But hear me out. I said similar lines. Like the thumb stud, the sweep of the blade. I did not say it was a clone. I said, I see some inspiration there. So it's a really cool comparison to have both of those in the same one. Good on you, man, for sharing that. Drinkwater knows better. He knows better than to post a picture without helping me out with the name. Is that a Satu? A Satu folder? I don't know. But I do know that that's a Spyderco McBee. And you're cooking up some wieners. Got the brats on the grill. Good man. I barbecued yesterday. It was great. I would barbecue every day if I could. Warrior Guild's got a Victorinox Work Champ and Surge Knives Rager. Ooh. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. Paperclip. Look at that. Bastide Raccoon top liner lock. Always a solid choice. I like it. Tom Cook's got the budget banger Civivi button lock Elementum. I haven't seen a button lock Elementum like that in a while, dude. I haven't seen it in a while. I need to catch up with the chat because things are happening. Hold on. Thank you, Ed, for tagging, linking Mr. Nathan in the chat. Appreciate it. Says, that's factory. It's the Rec 76. What? I missed that. That's factory? What factory? What factory? Isn't Damasteel inherently soft? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It's supposed to have the performance of RWL34, which is going to perform similarly-esque to S30V, which, I mean, for Damascus, you could say that that's performance-oriented because Damascus is not, really built towards performance. Damasteel is the steel that you will spend twice as much on a knife for because it looks good and you'll justify it because the ad said that it was high performance. But in comparison to knife steels that can be had for much less money, it's not. Louis says, Rollshambo, those are Spyderco scales. They came stock on the Rec 76. I'm learning this now. Obviously, I didn't look at the Rec 76 when it released. Collector pieces are nice, but I'm after solid users. Anything to be a solid user. But there's a lot of reasons why people don't use their Damasteel knives or Damascus knives for that matter as users most of the time. There's always that one weird guy that's like, I'm going to spend twice as much on this performance Damasteel. I'm going to go cut through some zip ties. Come here, staple. That's my ignorant redneck impression. Don't judge me. Don't judge me. Hey, Southern Cali EDC. Guys, did you know that Southern Cali is actually a channel now? He got two videos out. I watched them today. They're good. I subscribed. He's got great commentary. Make sure you go check out Southern Cali EDC at some point during the live or after the live. Good stuff. his first video did really, really well. And I'm not surprised because his commentary is top notch. Shout out to Southern Cali, man. Go check him out. Jim says Damon said the Sebenza is one of his inspirations. Yeah, I think that's pretty clear. I mean, I don't think that they copied it or anything. Like, I would never say that that knife is a clone or a counterfeit or anything like that, because it's clearly not. But you can see the inspiration, and that's pretty cool. Oh my goodness, Remet's in the house. Remet with the 10 gifted memberships. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Harry Poggers, who was gifted a membership. Mystic Ace, there we go. Wayne Copper, Wes Gibson, Panther Balls 13, Almond Go Juice, Dave A. Congrats, fellas. If you guys would like to join the Only Spartans Discord, that is one of the perks of being a channel member. Go to the community section of my YouTube channel, click on the invite link, and join the Discord if you'd like. There you go. There you go. And thank you to Remet for another 10 gifted memberships. Damn!
This is Sparta!
Thank you, Remet. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm having a great weekend. Thank you for asking. All right. Says, what did y'all think of Roll's Azan video today? I thought it was great. I'm biased. I am biased. Oh, man. All right, guys. I'm going to get back to the pocket check. Hey, shout out to Burning Stables Forge. Good to see you, man. Welcome in. Let's keep it rolling with the pocket check. Tom Cook's got a button lock Elementum. That's a tactile turn, bolt action pen. I don't know why that was hard for me. SPK pry bar, 2 tactile turn. Is that one a pencil? What's the difference between this one and this one? One of them's a lot shorter and thinner. Oh, so I'm thinking this one might be a marker and this one is a pen, right? And the Gerber dime. Very nice. TC Blades, he's got a McNeese Dixon. That's a good shot too. Do you guys know that TC does take professional photos? Like he's unlike me, who's just some hack with a camera. He's actually a professional photographer, which I always thought was pretty cool. And he's very humble about that, but that's a great shot. What sets professional photographers aside from regular hobbyists like myself is that even without a good camera, they know how to get good composition. They know how to target good lighting, and they can make almost any camera look great. That's a good shot. Although now you're influencing me to go crack a cold one after the live. We'll do it after the live. Craig's got, what is that? The Republic fixed blade. I don't know anything about that fixed blade. But you're out on the water fly fishing. Are you fly fishing? Is that a fly rod, Craig? It's hard to hold multiple knives when you're also holding a rod. I get that. Knife Nut's got a beautiful shot. Look at that. Freaking gorgeous. Barclay CNC. Draco's Armor scales. Those are skinny scales. He's got the Nice Guy Machine Company pry bar. I believe he told me at one point that was a 1 of 1. Do I remember that correctly? You've also got a beer bomb. Ooh. That is a EDC Roundtable sheath slip. I don't know what's in the slip though, but that's a gorgeous shot. Love the pop of color from the flowers coming down here. You got a nice wallet. Damn. Pair of 3 looking great in that Barclay CNC scales. Love Barclay CNC scales. Skull, he's got the Buck 838 Deploy, the PM2 Salt Matte DLC, and the Jack Wolf Timber Ultralight. Very cool. Ed's got the Malsect 808 in full DLC. I bet he's glad he got one of those while he still could, because they sold out and I've not seen them since. Are they back in stock yet? I don't know. I have no idea. Dazed, he's got that's a reground McNeese Mac 2. Question is, Dazed, if you're in the chat, did you do that regrind? Or is that a full-on reblade? I think it's a regrind. Looks great though, man. It does look great. I like it. Jim Miller's got the Devo Growler, the CRKT Stiff Kiss, and the Devo Nip Light. And a beautiful scenic shot in the background. Love it. I love it. All right. Now's a good chance. We're just going to pause on Jim's photo because it looks so good. I love the scenery. I'm going to catch up with the chat for a second. Hold on. Did someone just say Melissa Backwoods? Do we have Melissa Backwoods in the chat? No way. Where? Where? Oh man. I'm trying to find. There's no way we got Melissa Backwoods in the chat. Where? You guys distracted me. All right. One knife for Craig. Yeah, I know. Normally he's got like 10. But again, it's hard to hold all of them and a fishing pole. Yep, taking my new actually made in the USA Cold Steel Republic for a test drive. Oh, nice. I didn't know that. So she got a gifted sub. What? I'm checking the list. I see Lucas Golden. Oh, shoot. Melissa Backwoods was in the chat. You never know who's lurking on the live stream. You never know. I think that's how I found out that Metal Complex was watching my live one time. What's up, Melissa? If you're still here, she's like, shoot, I've been found out. Say hi. I know I'm annoying. I can't help it. Yep, Jim's showing his beautiful Alabama. Jim lives in some beautiful neighborhoods. It's like she's probably not in the chat. You never know. You never know. Yeah, Melissa's pretty cool. She designs one hell of a knife too. I have the worn EDC fixed blade, which sold out quick, hot, and in a hurry. Love it. I'm not a huge fixed blade guy, so for me, like whenever there's a fixed blade that I really like, I get excited about it because it has to be easy to carry. It's got to be sensible. It's got to be well made. All of that, and a bag of chips, of course, made by TCal, so you know it's good. Gifted memberships go to people who have been to the channel. Yeah, I don't know. Do you mean to say that she was here and then she left? I didn't know that was a thing, that you could get a gifted membership even if you're not in the live stream. I thought they could only go to people that are in the live stream. I'm so confused. I'm going to have to look that up afterwards. Jim says, I got a membership from a channel I visited once. She's going to be so confused. She's going to log in and be like, what? How? Oh, man. The male version of MBW. I don't know what that is. But I'm going to imagine that it's flattering. Anyways, moving on. Serious Mike. You guys got me excited all of a sudden. Like, since when did Melissa watch my lives? That's a new concept knife. You've been showing it, and I keep forgetting the name of it. And that is a Jack Wolf Gateway Barlow. Very nice. And of course, a Pew Pew. Ooh. Sneaky. I like it. This one, damn it. It's a Vandermeulen. Annihilator? Something, it's very aggressive. It's very aggressive. I know that's a Vandermeulen knife. I forget the name of it. The Annihilator? Brad's going to roast me in the chat. I know. Which Vandermeulen is that? You know what? New rule. If you don't post the name, I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing. If I know it, great. But if you don't post the name, I'm not going to. I know that's a Vandermeulen knife, right? Right? Vavelsky. Ooh, beautiful shots. He's got a Sebenza Insingo blade. Spartan edition. Those Spartan editions are hot, man. And you know what's crazy is that those are River's Edge Cutlery exclusives. And there was a time, I want to say it was like a year ago, maybe it was less than a year ago. It might have been like 6 or 7 months ago. I was on River's Edge Cutlery and there was just a bunch of these just hanging out. Like they weren't selling out. So I thought that when they mentioned that they were going to be releasing more of these on their Instagram, that I'd have a chance. I can't buy one right now. Obviously, I'm poor. But I saw those like, cool. Yeah, they've got more. I'll buy one when I get a chance. No. They sold out. All of them. They weren't hanging around in stock like they used to. And I don't know what it was. Like maybe it was just weird timing last time I saw them. Not sure. Nick's got the Rotten Evo 4.0 and the Davlis. Ooh, that's a good combo. Love it, man. Very, very nice. And then to end the pocket check, the Pons has the work carry with the Vosteed Ankelo at LMAX and the Mini Acorn in 14C 28N. There you go. Guys, thank you so much for joining the pocket check.
This is Sparta!
Spartan, kick the like button if you like pocket checks, guys. I keep doing them because you keep liking them. All right. Homicide. I knew it was aggressive. I knew it. At least I got half of it right. Lancelot leather slip. There you go. This is a beautiful shot, dude. Beautiful shot. You don't even need... I'm learning all kinds of new things. I've run a channel now for over 3 years, and I'm still learning that apparently you don't even have to be in the live stream when gifted memberships go out. You just have to have visited it at some point. I'm going to look into that. The gifted membership goes to anyone who is a subscriber. They do not have to be here to get one. Crazy. Yeah, Melissa's a sweetheart. I haven't like officially met her. I was in a chat, like a Discord. There we go. I was in a Discord with a bunch of other channel creators, and she asked, like, does anyone want to check out the Worn EDC? Never talked to her before. I said, you know what? I'm not a fixed play guy, but I'd love to give it a shot. Looks great. And she was so cool. She sent one. Yeah. She was patient too, because that was literally while I was in the middle of moving from Colorado to Idaho. So like I told her, I was like, you got to send it to this forwarding address in Idaho, and I don't know when I'm going to get the video up. It's like, no problem. Super cool. It says, from Google's AI, to get a gifted membership on YouTube, you must enable the allow gifts option in your settings while watching a creator's live stream or premiere. Good to know. I need to allow gifts. I would like to randomly become a channel member of some people's channels. That would be fun. All right. So, we've gone through the pocket check. We've gone through my monologue. We've gone through and talked a lot about lanyards today, which is weird because normally it's not a big topic. What do I do with my hands now? Let's do some window shopping. I've been a good boy for like 3 days. We're going to do some window shopping. We're going to see what is out there in these EDC streets. DLT. A lot of retail sites can learn from DLT because the way that they do their site makes it friendly to come back to. Especially this section right here with the coming soon drops. I don't know if any retail store owners are frequenting the chat. You never know who's here. A lot of people like to lurk. Just want to see what we're up to. We're exciting like that. Anyways, anybody that owns a retail website for knives and EDC, DLT does their site right. Consider doing it in a manner like this where you can highlight upcoming drops because it works very well for them. I will continue to campaign for that because I'd love to have more sites that are formatted like this. The Sonora Skeleton and Mojave. You know what's weird to me is that we're seeing more and more and more knives, like premium knives, like $600, $700, $800,000 knives with skeletonized milling. More and more and more. But then I asked I asked the audience, do you like skeletonized milling? And the answer is no. How is this a trend that nobody follows? You know what? We're going to let the poll decide. We're doing 2 polls. 2 polls in one night. We're out of control. Let's do this. Do you like skelly milling? The smelly skelly. The smelly skelly milling on expensive knives? Question mark? Yes, no. I like rocks. We're keeping it simple, guys. Vote. Vote. Am I nuts? Or does nobody like skeletonized milling and it's become a trend? Like, I just need to know, like, am I going crazy here? It's okay if you do, and I'm just misreading the room. Like, who out there looks at this and goes, you know what? I love skeletonized milling. I don't hate it. Here's the thing. I don't hate it. But I also don't, like, search for. I don't yearn to have my knife weight lost. I don't. Like, there is one knife that has skeletonized milling and dragon scale milling on the same one. It's like the hybrid. It's the Prince Protean, a dragon skelly. And I think that is a fantastic use of milling. I love it. But by itself, I don't love skeletonized milling. It's more milling, it's more machine work, which means that they're always more expensive. That makes sense. More machine work, more time on the machines is more money. Got it. I'm just curious, like, do people yearn for the Jenny Craig, the weight loss edition? I just want to know, like, because everyone I talk to, it seems like they say, oh no, that's great, but I just wish it wasn't skeletonized. But more and more companies are coming out with it than ever before. Skull says DLT has the new Frag American Blade Works slip joint in stock. I have one on the way. I am so tempted. I wanted to buy one, and then I went and bought other knives that made me kind of tighten my purse strings. But what's another $160, right? Right? Could be Jim. We may never know. You need a hell no category. It's just no, Jim. It's just no. No and hell no are the same no in the end, results wise. I asked the question 2 minutes ago. 30 people have voted. 17% say yes. 67% say no. 17%.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
This is so funny to me because I can't be crazy, right? Has anyone else noticed the uptick in knife manufacturers and makers making skeletonized knives and then charging more for them? And we're like, great, we just want the old milling patterns. Give us more dragon scale. More dragon scale. I can't be crazy. Maybe I can be crazy. I can be right and also crazy. Apparently the two are not mutually exclusive. 19% are saying yes now. Ooh, it's going up. It's going up. The question is not whether or not yes will win the poll. It is whether or not yes will beat I Like Rocks. So far, it's winning. I don't know if it will, though. We'll check back on that in a little bit. Spyderco says Edgerati is kind of cool. It is. It is. And I will buy one when they have a version not S30V. I'm waiting. I refuse to spend that much on S30V, okay? Like, initially, I was going to buy it and just say, whatever. I am tired of buying Spydercos and S30V and then having 6 months later, the same knife release in a steel that I actually wanted. I am so tired of that happening. So freaking tired of Spyderco doing that to me where I buy it. That's why I have a Shaman in S30V. Because when I bought my Shaman, all that was available was the S30V versions. And I told myself, you know what? Buy one now. You never know. They might discontinue the model or something, or maybe this is just it, right? So I bought one, and then literally 4 months later, they came out with it in all of the exclusives. And I couldn't bring myself to spend the money to get the steel that I actually wanted because I already wasted my money on the S30V version that I like, but I just wish that it was a better steel. So I'm not spending over $150 on S30V. Period. Unless it's, you know what? Unless it's a custom knife or a CNC mid-tech, I'm not spending over $150 on S30V. That's why I'm not getting an Edgerati yet. I've had opportunities. I want them to come out in a better steel. I'd take S90V, S45VN. I would take S110V, Maximate, 15V, although that'll never happen. I'd take... Like, there's so many other steels. M390, 20CV, like, somebody's got to pick this up. Somebody's got to pick it up. Jim says, when I'm a famous knife maker, I'm going to send Roll a Skelly with a wire clip. Here's the thing. I don't like wire clips on knives. I feel about wire clips like I feel about S30V. $150 is my cutoff for spending money on a feature of a knife that I really dislike. So, for example, features I really dislike. I really dislike S30V at premium price tags. Like, I consider over $150 to be truly premium. I know. If you're like, $151 truly premium? $150 is my cutoff to buy knives that have features that I really don't like. So, for example... if it's a knife that I love everything else about it, but it's got a wire clip, unless it's one that I can replace. I know some of you guys are about to throw my swish buoy in my face, but joke's on you. Because I didn't keep the wire clip. Look at that. That's my swish buoy. No wire clip, baby. It was worth it. It was worth it. Knife Joy is not getting those made anymore. Probably because like they just ran out of road on that knife. Like, they kept doing releases and drops, and they kept selling out. I think you can actually still buy them on Knife Joy, which is cool. But my point is, that was the last knife that I spent a lot of money on that had a wire clip. Skelly milling, I don't hate, right? I don't hate it. Like, I don't dislike it like I dislike wire clips. I don't dislike Skelly milling like I dislike S30V. I'm just not like blown away by it. I don't look at that milling pattern and say, you know what? That makes me want to spend more money. And according to the poll, 65% of you agree with me. I asked the question 7 minutes ago, do you like Skelly milling on expensive knives? 16% said yes, 65% say no, and 19% is beating Skelly milling without...
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
It can't even beat the I Like Rocks meme. Can't even beat the I Like Rocks meme. Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? This could just be a small sample size. I kind of want to make a video on this, like the phenomenon of skeletonized milling becoming a trend that nobody actually likes. I don't understand. Pause the live. Metal Complex is doing his giveaway. All right. Mark says, I say yes or no depends on what the knife looks like. Some Skelly looks great, but most don't. I would just say in general, right? Because I have seen renditions that I do like. I like the partial skelly milling with the protean and the dragon scale. You know what? I'll just find it. I'm just going to find it. I'll find it. Let's see. Prince protean dragon skelly. All right. Oh, I'll find it. This is what I'm talking about, right? This is what I'm talking about. Like, this rendition looks good. This mixture of skeletonized milling with the dragon scale right there, like, that looks great to me. Would have picked a different color for the ano, but beggars can't be choosers. Like, that looks good. That is a rendition of skeletonized milling that I can get behind. But that looks better than this. That looks better than this. And I love Machine Wise. I love my Mojave. I will own more Machine Wise. I will get a Sonora at some point. But I am not spending extra to get it skeletonized like this. Like, to me that's a non-starter. You know, higher price. I'm just not a fan of that skeletonized milling. Wow, that turned into a rant. Please, Machine Wise, if you're watching, and I know you're not, but if you are, please don't skeletonize the Mojave. Please don't. Just don't. Every now and then you find a really good deal on a Sonora here, like a plain Jane Sonora, which is actually what I want. Yeah, like, I like that. I would rather have that. Save $200. I'd rather have that. Raw tie bolster, stonewash, ripple titanium. That's not DLC, is it? Is it? Do they have? Okay, so this is kind of a crime. They really, really, really should put up the certificate of authenticity on each knife, because it is unique to each knife. It shows the HRC specifically of that knife. It shows the milling pattern. It shows everything. And the reason why that's important is that we've learned we can't trust retail sites to always get it right. And it doesn't matter who it is, Blade HQ, DLT, River's Edge. I've seen mistakes on everybody's retail site. It's because these things are run by humans. Humans are not perfect. That looks sweet, though. I want one. I think, is that DLC? I don't know. Ripple. More ripple. See? 1828. Similar, but different. All right. 1838. Similar, but different. This is why we need pictures of the COAs on Machine Wise's knives, because they tell us individual things. Like, they individually Rockwell test each blade before they complete the knife right next to the pivot. So you'll never see it on the finished knife unless you take the knife apart. But that's one of those things that I'd love to see. I want to see what they're running that specific knife at. It might make a difference between why I would buy 1838 and, like 1828, right? That might play a role. I'm just kind of disappointed that they're not showing the COA. They should. No, it doesn't. It would look better with the full dragon scale. I like the full dragon scale too. I just prefer the hybrid, actually. Louis says, just bought from Knife Joy an American Blade Works Model 3 top liner lock. They converted the auto to a button lock. What? Knife Joy. Go. Is this from ABW? Come on. The Model 3. This is a top liner lock. Really? Is it? Stepped. Cryogenic temper. It's aluminum. Magna cut. It's fine. They do, like, American Blade Works does a good job on their Magna cut. Is it though? Is it though? Button driven liner lock right there. So here's the thing. Here's what you got to be really cognizant of, okay? There is a distinct difference between a button operated liner lock and a top liner lock. It's very important. People get it confused all the time. And I'm not saying that you're wrong because clearly I didn't know that they had done this on the Model 3. Or model what? It says Model 1 is a mid-tech flipper knife with a button. This is what I mean. Like, is it a Model 3 or a Model 1? There is a distinct difference. A top liner lock specifically is a button-operated compression lock. A button-operated liner lock is not necessarily. It's kind of like how some. It's the rectangles and squares argument, okay? It's the rectangles and squares argument. I want to know. Is it a actual top liner lock or is it just a button-driven liner lock? Because the two are different. Does it sandwich the liner between the blade and the stop pin? That's the difference. On a button-operated liner lock, that's not always the case. On a button-operated compression lock, it is. And that distinction is important because a top liner lock will be more sturdy, theoretically, than a regular button-operated liner lock. So, Louis, you've got my blood pressure pumping, man. You got it pumping. I kind of want to check this out. Titanium pocket clip, titanium backspacer for sure. Sheep's foot blade. See, that looks clean. I've had some QC issues with American Blade Works recently. But I keep buying their knives. Can I spot any on this one? No, I'm just being annoying. I know I'm being annoying. But the question is, am I being more annoying than using T7 hardware on a knife? Those of you who own American Blade Works knives, you know what I'm talking about. T7 hardware is annoying. Knife Mom says, machine-wise has an archive. You can check the COA. Yeah. You're not wrong. That's just more work than I feel like putting in. What's up, Josh? Welcome in, man. TRM is bringing an auto out. I mean, I would rather see them come out with a contoured frame lock knife. I am so disappointed that TRM has not done a contoured frame lock knife. Like, I know they're covering their bases, right? They're like, we want a model to cover all areas. But it's like, how many people are looking at that going, I really want an automatic knife from TRM? I don't know. How's it working out for American Blade Works? I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like knife companies focus on like spreading their reach wide instead of going deep. What I mean by going deep is instead of trying to make something for everyone, and when you do that, you just make something mediocre. Not saying that the American Blade Works Auto is mediocre. I haven't tried it. I'm just saying in general. But if you go deep, think about it. All the best companies have gone deep. Like they've doubled down, tripled down. Continuous improvement, right? I would much rather see TRM come out with a fully contoured frame lock knife. They came out with the Neutron 2 frame lock. They're coming out with an Atom frame lock. People said, hey, we want full titanium on the Neutron. We'd love lizard skin. And TRM said, we could do full titanium, but no on the lizard skin. We're not doing contoured frame lock. But they'll come out with an auto. And we know they're capable of contouring because they did it for the liner lock scales. I'm starting to become incoherent, guys. So it is clear that we should probably end the poll, which I mean, people are confirming what I thought. I asked the question, do you like skelly milling on expensive knives? 59% said no. 20% said yes. I like rocks beat yes with 22%.
I'm not retarded, but I like rocks.
The weirdest trend that shouldn't be a trend, skeletonized milling. There you have it. I'm going to call it a night. Louis says that he's going to show it to me. You're going to show... If you could, that'd be great. Because it just says button-operated liner lock and not top liner lock. And there is a difference. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that, like, we got to be careful conflating top liner lock and button liner lock. Because they're not the same. They're not the same. I heard that MagnaCut was the hot stuff these days. It is. It still is. Magnamax. We're all wanting to see Magnamax hit that same stride. Me too. Magna Sparta. Guys, I'm going to call it a night. Yep, Adam Framelock coming too. I'm going to call it a night, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for what has been a really entertaining live stream, at least for me. I appreciate everyone sticking it out with me for putting up with my lack of knowledge when it comes to gifted memberships. Join the Discord. Gonna have more stuff coming out soon. I need to do a knife sale. I'm overextended on knives that I've recently bought. Yeah, I'm overextended on knives that I recently bought, which is good news for anybody that was looking for something that I own, because I'm going to be putting a lot of stuff up for sale, and I always try to be super fair on prices. Who will get the first dibs on that? The only Spartans Discord, of course. I will list knives for sale there first, and then I'll probably list them on my YouTube community page, and then I'll probably list them on Instagram for anything that's left. I was trying to do knife sales, like small batches every week, and then life got busy. Life's been getting busy a lot lately, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to list some knives for sale. Maybe tonight, definitely by tomorrow morning. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Only Spartans Discord will be the first ones to see that list. So if you didn't have a reason to join, now you do. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. I will see you on Wednesday, which is Wednesday at 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, or 7 p.m. Pacific. Have a great friggin' rest of your weekend. I'll see you out there.